That's just restful right there. Woo,
Okay.
okay.
Go. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Welcome back to I'm Just a Girl podcast. I felt such like a YouTuber there. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, really.
Exciting news. If you're seeing this, and you probably already know the news, but we officially have our own YouTube channel. So now, instead of just listening to our podcast, you can get more personal with us
For real?
and see us face to face. Absolutely. So, definitely an exciting addition. We have something extremely special planned. Ellie, you want to take a deeper dive into that?
Okay, I think we got that.
First of all, you're holding it.
Wait, what do
Hold
I?
it. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna edit all that out.
Yeah,
Right?
we are.
We're doing a highly requested American Dream topic, and Audrey, why don't you read off some of our top comments on it?
Oh, yeah. Well, since we're YouTubers now, I guess we can also pop these up on the screen.
Oh.
But for our online viewers on Spotify, we can just read them off.
Okay, why
April
don't we do that?
Wanex at 9318 said, I'm obsessed with this podcast. Avid listener.
Thank
Would
you.
love to hear more and take on the American dream. Can't wait until your next episode. And it has, what is that? 34.4K? That's 1,000, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think so. I don't know. We
1,000.
might need to check on that one.
1,000 likes, so we just had to do it. Another top comment was Audrey's English grade 9292. Please do an episode on the American dream. Audrey's English grade needs this desperately. So you guys requested,
Yeah,
and we
we
shall
better.
receive. So let's just get straight into it.
Roll the intro.
I'm just a girl.
I love our intro.
Me too.
It's so cute.
It is so cute. But let's not get sidetracked here.
Focusing.
Let's stay locked in on what we're here today. So what we're doing for this podcast is we're having two of you lucky listeners, and now I guess viewers, call in and tell us about your American dream. We're gonna ask you some questions, and we're gonna compare and
Sounds cool.
contrast those two call-in people, and
Listeners?
just to examine the American dream at a deeper level. So without further ado,
Let's get into it.
yeah, let's hop into it. So our first caller is Mr. Hammett. First of all, Mr. Hammett, thank you so much for calling in. We really appreciate it. Why don't you give us some background about you and your past and how you grew up?
I grew up in a big city. During a time when that big city was going through a transition. It was becoming a very multinational, multicultural, crazy center of commerce, center of tourism.
So that gives you
I grew up in
some perspective, like
On him, yeah.
yeah, because definitely someone different than who grew up rural.
For sure.
So Mr. Hammett, let's get your input on the technology in America and how it affects us.
a lot of it is the instant, the information that's readily available. In the old days, if you wanted to express your ideas, maybe you would write an op-ed. You would submit it to the local paper, see if they put it. You could
Valid, yeah.
go get a permit, stand on a street corner, and orate your ideas about why we gotta get off patrol.
That's such an interesting take because I feel
For
like
sure.
we snap, and it's just
Yeah.
so instant, and we don't even think about a life where it isn't.
That's different. That's
Yeah.
totally different from it.
Yeah.
That's definitely a unique perspective on it.
Yeah, so hopping into the next question, what do you feel like is the key American ideal, I would say, Mr. Hammett?
Is hard work.
Oh,
Effort, hard work.
I'm-
Showing up is
Hard work.
the key to anything.
I agree with that. We both play sports, so
Yeah, for
we
sure.
definitely see the gains there. And for your final question, Mr. Hammett, how do you know if you've been successful?
Personally, it's when you achieve when people start recognizing you for being good at what you do.
Yeah.
So it's easy with sports. You know, you made a team, made varsity, you're a starter.
Sorry for the ad disruption. Get your Pulitzer Prize winning book, Death of a Salesman, now at the link below. This one-of-a-kind book gives you further insight on the American dream and how technology has impacted it. Go support this fellow book and you'll discover more about yourself in American society. Purchase now at the link below.
Can't wait to hear more from you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
All right, so now that we have a person from a city's perspective, our next call-in is by Miss Harika, and she's from Sweden, and she moved to America about 20 years ago.
That's
so
awesome.
let's ask her some questions.
Let's
Miss
do
Harika,
it.
what is the American dream to you?
It's making for us, for speed, or if you're looking at it, we would say it's making yourself.
Yeah.
Like making something out of yourself,
For sure.
like starting from nothing and building an empire.
That's a good intake on
For
that.
sure, good perspective on it.
What does success mean to you, Miss Harika?
I think success is defined as doing something that you are good at and proud of, and that other people are benefiting from.
Miss Harika, how have you know if you've been successful?
Thanks.
It's a tough question.
How many people show up at my funeral?
That's so cute. That's kind of ironic for the story we just read in English. And my last question for you, Miss Harika, how do you think technology impacts the Americans?
Since it's a far
definitely.
Because we
absolutely.
do that, but you're here and the other person might be 2 houses down the street.
Yeah.
Pulling it off of the door. So I always laugh and say that when they excavate us, like 2,000 years from now, they dig out.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, these people must have been so close, but we really,
Yeah, really were
we
so
really
far.
were. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Rika. We appreciate your perspective. Thanks for calling in. Between Mr. Hammett's perspective on the American Dream and Harika's.
I think they're both very focused on success and just getting there. I think they both focus heavily on just that aspect of how you get to success and getting to success.
They
through
both
hard work.
see
Yeah.
hard work and
Yeah.
and then they talk a lot about social isolation from technology too, which I definitely think is a big picture
Yeah.
of the American Dream now for us.
For sure. They definitely both talk about I feel the differences, maybe how they grew up, and they didn't have that aspect and that ability to go to social media.
Mhm.
And I think they both mention how that has really changed the overall American dream and how you achieve it with
Absolutely.
social media and that.
Absolutely. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in to this podcast wherever
Yay.
you're streaming from. Go ahead and post us. Use our hashtag American Dream, to say what your American Dream is, so we can examine and evaluate this more. As again, thank you so much for tuning
Thank
in.
you.
And we can't wait till next pod. Bye, guys.